Uh, okay, so every time I unplug my webcam, I need to like reset it. Good to know. Okay, we know this now. We're gonna keep that in mind for the future. Cool. Happy Wednesday. We are going to probably finish Quantum Break today, and I'm looking forward to it. I was a little surprised that I've actually been thinking about this game a little bit, um, just like in my spare time. I've been wanting to play it, so yeah, yay! Again, this is why I wanted to stream. I wanted to play games. I just don't have the energy incentive to play on my own, so this is just a good excuse to force me to do it. Not that I should have to do that with games, but you know. Act 4, Part 1, Port Donnelly Bridge. That feels very, I'm not going to call everything controlled, but it's fine. It's fine. Oh.
You took the one thing Mr. Serene needed to survive, Dr. Amra. That made you priority one.
Yeah, they made that clear. Monarch lined every escape route with barricades, roadblocks. I had to get to the mainland, but I couldn't do it by car. Need a new plan?
All right, let's go.
Beth, I think I'm gonna need a ride. The streets are too hot.
Just couldn't.
Alright, where do you want me?
I'll let you know as soon as I find some higher ground and get a good look at the situation on the bridge. I think it might be a no-go.
Man, yeah, now this is making me feel like at home in, from like Alan Wake.
Gotta get to higher ground.
I'm gonna try and find these chronon sources if I can. Oh, you do want me to climb.
I'm looking at the bridge right now. It's a lot of monarch. I don't know. Maybe you can sneak across?
Well, maybe.
Or I can pick you up. Let me know.
I want those to be
It's
like.
exposed out here, so try to make it fast.
I'll be a lot better when you get me on that boat. Monarch's right up my ass. I'm not exactly making friends out here.
That's a stream.
Don't kicking and screaming. How long do you need to get here?
That depends. Let me check. Paul. What the actual fuck?
I mean, I want those to be explained. Like, they're very
Gotta get
prescient.
inside before the chopper spots me.
Is it time to displace Beth? Just like giving me clues. Scratch. Huh? Roll. The
Still
action
there?
roll.
Yeah, just looking for a viewpoint.
Ooh. Could it be? Is it? Yeah. Close enough.
So, we don't know where he is. We can't find him. So we need to look into a replacement. All ponies are made of butter in Night Springs.
There is always lots of the crazy things happening in Gitu of Nigga Spring.
Thank you.
Niggets.
All ponies are made of butter in Night Springs. We know the old dance, the fortunate and the destitute. The haves and the have-nots. Those who dine at the table and those who starve in the street. But the tables can be but the tables can be turned. The gluttonous consumer may find himself
feel like I'm supposed to know who that is.
Bright Springs,
Night Spring.
Fright, Winge.
Jesus.
We know the old dance. The fortunate and the destitute.
The haves and the have-nots. Those who dine at the table and those who starve in the street, but the tables can be turned. The gluttonous consumer may find himself the consumable resource.
In Night Springs.
I feel like that person had something if they just, like,
Right.
did it better. So sad. Ah, okay. Fine. Jeez.
Still have no visual on Joyce or Wilder. Doing another sweep.
Did we check all the abandoned buildings that, like, Spider-Man villains build layers in? That's where I would look.
I can't stay here long, Jack. You're gonna need to be quick.
Yeah, about that.
Bad news?
Reoccurring theme of the night. I'm looking at the bridge right now. If I go anywhere near that thing, there's gonna be some people caught in the crossfire.
All right. Any bright ideas?
Let me see. There's a pier under the bridge. You should be able to meet me there with the boat. Giant gas sign out front. Can't miss it.
It's nice and bright for Monarch to see.
There's not a lot of options. Switching to monarch frequencies. Be in touch soon.
I'll be there in a few minutes. Don't stand me up.
Aw. I can't tell if they have, like, that kind of relationship or not.
Okay, how do we get down there? Where's the fire pole?
Hey, son, where's the fire?
Just tuning in, the manhunt continues as authorities search for Jack Joyce, the suspect in last night's university terror attack. Joyce may
That was
have
last
been
night?
involved in a
Yikes.
firefight at the Monarch Mansion on Gull Island approximately 30 minutes ago. On the line, we have Ken Bukowski, a bridge operator for the
I want to see how much water I
Bridge.
drank.
Ken, what can you tell us about the situation out there?
Hey, I just want to give a shout out to
Not
my
enough?
guy. Hey Ben, hope you're listening.
Isn't it past his bedtime?
He'll be up reading those Hunger Games books if I know him. But yeah, I'm just out here in the control booth overlooking the bridge. Monarch's got a roadblock set up, checking all the cars as they go through. It's all very well organized. I got a nice young fellow from Monarch up here, Darren, doing some kind of lookout from above. He's not a coffee drinker, so there must be something wrong with him. No, but we're in good hands. Even though it's not cops at the roadblock.
Yes, Ken, Monarch is working to assist the police in the hunt for Jack Joyce. I know some people have asked, does Monarch have the authority to do this? Well, my question is, if not Monarch, then who? I think we need to recognize that we are currently in a state of crisis. Why isn't Joyce behind bars? If the police are overwhelmed, then I say we take all the help we can get. Monarch is the only thing keeping this city safe. Am I right, Ken?
I guess that makes sense.
You bet it does. I suggest we stop asking why they're helping us and start helping them. But that's just me. We're opening the lines for your thoughts, Red Report, right after this.
Oh. I never know how long to just, like, sit there and wait for content.
Damn it. Better hurry.
Oh, nice. Isn't it, like, a good thing for me when that happens? Because, like, people aren't chasing me as much? use that at all, to be honest. I did want that at 6. Okay. Time stop. I use time stop.
Terrorist known as Jack Joyce. Thanks for your continued patience. Please talk to one of our security personnel.
Fucking snitches. You know what I hear they get? You'll never guess.
Sneaking around down there. Hey! I think that's Jack Joyce!
Very convenient.
No, 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 no!
Oh, hell yeah. Cool. I haven't done that yet.
My plan to meet Beth went out the window as soon as the stutter hit.
Her boat couldn't get to you.
No, but it gave me an opportunity to climb up on the bridge and cross it, slip right past Monarch, or less undetected.
That's risky. You don't know how long the thing's going to be, like, active for.
Get up on that bridge and make my way across it before the stutter ends.
You know how, like, every time you go into a new area in a game and, like, you know the way to go and you always think there's going to be something behind you right there at the start, right by the, like, area entrance? This game finally gives me something for checking there because I always do. So thank you for that, and I'm sorry it took me so long to realize you were doing that, and I missed so many of them. It's probably fine. I love these dogs. Nice jump, Jack. Is the stutter gonna stop at like a really...
Seeing the bridge was unreal. They were cops. They had no authority to do this. But the Monarch PR machine had done its job. Here they were. Shooting everybody.
And you were the terrorist.
Yeah.
Oh, Charlie's wanted. Yeah, take that, Charlie, you dick.
Man, I'm not the one who should be scared of the guy.
Are you allowed to say Facebook in this? I mean, allowed, whatever. Most just don't. They only have they have like their own things, like Bookface. Oh yeah. Martin Hatch is a compromised asset. Would have been really embarrassing for what's his name if he was wrong about that. Mickey Mouse details. Look, there's nice Matrix. Oh, I'm so dead. Interesting. The cutscene's a loading screen. Oh. Oh, I need that. Yo, 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 yo. Shit.
Okay,
Woohoo!
it's cool. Just gotta make it across this damn bridge and we're clear.
Miss anything? Of course I did. Oh, and there's of course ammo for that right by the start. But that's cool. I found the one on the other side. Kick on down to the other side. No. Sorry. With a flash. Like, all of the other stutterers ended at a perfect time for him, so, like, this is such a risky maneuver. I'm really hoping it's just actually, like, ends inconveniently for him for once. Holy crapola. Yeah, give me all the pronoun sources. Whoa. Okay, what? Cool. Is it, like, punctured by that, or he's just wrapped up okay?
No. This is so bad. I knew I'd be dead if the stutter collapsed while I was in the frozen crash. I had to reach solid ground, and the deck of the cargo ship was my best bet. Just had to find a way down.
Nice, very cool. That was actually a really cool scene. Ooh.
Now what?
Okay. Okay.
The frozen crash was a mess. Somehow I had to find my way across. Hope for the best.
Sheesh. Howdy, howdy, party people. We're having a crash of a time.
The frozen crash was a mess. Somehow I had to find my way across. Hope for the best.
Hope for the best indeed. Where am I actually trying to get to? I'm actually not sure. What? Very interesting for sure. Nope, dead. Nope, not dead.
The frozen crash was a mess. Somehow I had to find my way across. Hope for the best.
They're iterating on their premise more than I expected to, which maybe is actually kind of unfair. I'm not sure, but oh, so it's timing too. Good golly. I didn't expect that. Just oops. Okay, so this is the
Heading downwards towards the cargo ship.
this game is I think where I'm going wrong with this, and I don't know if wrong's really the right answer, but I feel like I'm sorry man, I actually wasn't sure if anyone was on the Discord was invested, so I will keep that up in the future. I apologize. I'm very sorry. Reruns are on YouTube. So like this
Fracture was getting much worse. Timelines getting scrambled. Caught in violent loops off sync. Crashing into each other. This was what the end of time would look like. Everything was broken. Chaos. Frozen. No one would know.
I'm really enjoying the combat of this game, but like the powers are used more as a puzzle, but like the combat's pretty okay, like pretty good, and I feel like they could have iterated on it a little bit more. Oh my god! Oh my god! Ah yes, video game logic. Just keep going forward. Doesn't matter. Just keep going forward.
Fracture was escalating. Objects were moving out of time, out of order,
Out of space.
and it was going to get worse. Unless we could stop it.
Timelines overlapping is such a weird way of phrasing that.
You need to hand this technology over to me. I've prepared for what happens next. You say you're prepared, but no part of this plan of yours involves stopping it from happening. What could you possibly hope to achieve? The end of time is coming. There's no way to.
Hey! This isn't a debate. I just watched a ship fast forward through a fucking bridge. Time is running out, and the fracture's getting worse by the minute.
And it cannot be stopped. Paul has been to the end of time. He's witnessed it firsthand. Can't you see? We prepared for what's next out of necessity.
Your research is based on work by William Joyce. You respected him. He knew that the fracture would occur, but he also knew that it could be fixed.
good logic.
Will built a way to stop the fracture. This. The countermeasure. We're traveling to the past to retrieve it. You can help us get there faster. Or you can agree to disagree.
I'll have to run diagnostics on the machine. Can't promise anything before that.
That's a really persuasive argument.
Sure thing.
Maybe since
Okay, Doctor.
guess no
let's
one
go.
knows.
I can see right through you. Don't try anything stupid. You will regret it.
You're like a college kid. What do you know? I don't think she's the best candidate to watch the Rocket the Time Scientist.
Before we head downstairs, we have to talk about something.
Hatch. This is the guy that visited me in the cell.
Sounds like Saran's onto him. According to Monarch Communications, Hatch sabotaged a Monarch lab.
He may be under my paw, but I get the impression he's not on our side.
Let's have this. Alright, let me. Beth's 2010 plan. Oh, hey, look, it's ground zero.
Okay, what's up?
It's about the plan. Emerald gets the machine working.
We go back to yesterday and undo all of this.
Listen, in the video Will left for me, he said the countermeasure was stolen from his workshop on July 4th, 2010. He also said I took it. Maybe I did, Jack. I have a time machine.
You're saying we go to 2010. We steal it.
If Will was right, that would mean it wouldn't be a change. We take the countermeasure, bring it to the present, fix the fracture, save the world.
Okay. Explain to me why that's a better plan than just going back to yesterday and preventing all this from happening in the first place.
Because I'm afraid that based on what I know about time travel, we can't change anything. The past has already happened. We can't change it. My way, we don't have to.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, my plan still feels simple. Let's just get the machine.
I mean, you know, what's the word? You know, things that can't, like logic, right? Words. Life.
Dr. Amaral seems convinced that Paul's been at the end of time. Do you think that's true?
Time.
Base.
Still
Otherwise, trying to
sometimes.
prevent it would be pointless.
Why?
Because it's already happened.
Hello, Riverport.
Jesus.
Well, it's been a rough night for
I turned that on and it scared me.
Fort Donnelly Bridge that has claimed multiple lives is still being investigated.
Let's see how Dr. Amaral's doing with the time machine.
Police say they expect to find more bodies, some of which are believed to be found in the cars in the bottom of the river. The cause of the accident remains unclear, adding to the confusion. The captain of the cargo ship insists that the bridge was up and the roads were clear. However, some people shoreside claim the cargo ship was approaching the bridge at high speed, despite the bridge having not yet been raised. Others expect to find the ship's presence, claiming that they did not see it approach at all. The investigation
Timelines. It does seem like the number of timelines is in line with how many times the time machine has been used, right? Once to go to the future, once coming out to the past, and then what's your name to 2010. Yeah, so that's three different reports, three timelines, because the time machine's been used three times. But then we would expect a fourth. No, because we're counting. That's time travel is so hard. I'm
When she
counting.
looked at the countermeasure like she's seen it before, she knows what it does.
Oh. Oh, because they already have it. If we use the time machine, it'll be enough.
Next level. When we were kids, the only way that Will would express it or me was by forming my stuffed giraffe on the board.
It's precious. And
Aw, he's not to see his dead. But wait, do we both go back in time? Because that's the other thing I'm thinking about is that it sounds like there's a pretty good chance that like there could be time duplicates existing. Oh, but it could also just be a timeline thing. But like, I'm wondering if Jack and Beth have just been like hanging out in time. But I don't get the impression Jack went back to 2010. And based on what we know about time travel, he shouldn't. Because if you use the time machine twice, you get sick. If you use it once, you get badass superpowers. Know the difference. It can save your life.
did she find anything?
Not sure. I'll go check. How's it look?
Problem is quite simple. Power relay is down. You'll need to find a way to reset it up. There, where the light is. I'll lower the ladder for you. What happened to the power relay? Power surge occurred at 7 a.m. this morning. The machine was activated. 7 a.m. It's hours before we were back. Well, the numbers don't lie.
Okay, guess I'm doing some climbing.
Cool.
Jack, you've got to see this.
Oh, hi. Okay, sure.
Shouldn't you be keeping an eye on Amaron?
Okay, but first, you need to check out the intel I uncovered.
Where are you getting intel from, lady?
Alright. What is all this?
I uploaded all the files installed on that USB stick from the Monarch security station. I also found video of your brother. It's on that TV. You're gonna want to see it. Everything else I printed out and put on tables over there.
Why don't you just let me, like, watch it off the laptop?
Well, what's on the computer?
Monarch files I uploaded, and I kept the juiciest stuff on the screen for you.
Matthew, I think it's Poretta. It could be Portera, but I think that's the same or similar to the name of one of the guys who voices Alan Wake and Dr. Casper Darling. Yeah, so you're pushing time around, and then time is wrapping around your arms, solid unbreakable material, with my body entangled in the mass. Your body's stuck in time. It's a metaphor about your condition. I desperately try to pull myself free, but every moment led to a sensation. That's whatever pain you're feeling from your sickness. The world is saturated, time stopped, that's the future. I heard unmistakable sound of migrating sphere approaching. Shifters. They emerged from all sides, surrounding me. I looked into the distance and saw a blurry figure approaching. He tried to yell, but the words wouldn't escape his throat, instead transforming into an endless shriek pulsing through my ears. As every movement and sound transformed into an agonizing discomfort all through my body until it became completely unbearable, blah, blah, blah. It was me. I'm the very threat that I once feared. Jack behind me. Ew. Psycho.
Is the city still hunting for me?
In full force. There's an entire webpage dedicated to potential Jack Joyce sightings. I've been filling it in with false leads for fun. You want to pitch in?
Yeah.
Post that I was spotted in the back of the internet somewhere.
You can do better than that. But okay.
That's a good one.
Okay. Date is. It's February 28th,
Jesus, Will.
1999. William Joyce. After months of arduous work, the machine is finally ready. Human testing, ready. It's defined by me since ready exhausted. Relative to a deformation of proton field and metals, mass density by
Looks a lot more like him.
short summary. The machine works. Just need to make some final preparations. When I enter the machine, I will travel clockwise around the corridor. Okay. Core is active. Proton levels are stable. Travel clockwise around the corridor. Exit back into the same location in the near future. This clock is set to my watch. Now, when I exit the machine, there should be a significant difference in time between my watch and the clock in this room.
The classic Back to the Future.
Locked in place. Okay. Setting the date to 5 minutes to the future for the first test. Now, admittedly, traveling to the past will be much more impressive. I can travel backwards in time, only as far as the first activation of the machine's core, which is now. Okay. Machine's ready. Monitor is stable. What I'm about to do is gonna change the way that record.
Got Paul coming out. What the fuck?
Okay. Date is. It's February 28th, 1999.
Look at all this hidden shit that, like, it's so easy to miss. I mean, look at it all.
You've got to be kidding me.
What is it?
This is all my stuff from our family home.
Oh.
Checked everything.
Guess you thought you might come back.
Jack? You're okay?
Yeah.
If I see Will in here, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. Oh.
That's my signature. Jack, there's something you should know. 1999. I was 8 years old, playing in my backyard, and a woman approached me and told me she was from the future. She gave me very specific details of events that would come to pass. She gave me this. Dates, events, proof of it all. Jack, that woman was you. Everything I told myself would happen did. Every detail, for better or worse, came to pass. It couldn't be changed. Our fate is laid out before us, Jack. Everything that happened to get us here, every sacrifice that was made, they're all a part of this path.
Shut up.
Can't be changed or undone.
Beth,
When we step in that time machine, you will see for yourself.
He can't step to that time machine. Okay, so now we know who did those. We do know that it was her.
alright. If you're that sure about how all this works, try it. It's her. She's the one who's been painting all of this. Jesus.
Seriously.
Notebook was full of dates, events that would come to pass, instructions. Her entire existence was formed out of those pages.
Nobody you know is ever going to understand what you are going through. Those closest to you will try to change you, convince you that you are losing your mind. You're not. You are special. You have been chosen to do something amazing. Know that your struggles will all be worth it in the end because you have a purpose. You are going to save the world. How do I know? I've been through this all before, and I'm going to prove it. Below you will find a list of events that will come to pass in the future. They cannot be changed or undone. It will take time for you to accept this, but eventually you will learn to use this knowledge to your advantage. You will be prepared for what's coming. So this has already happened to her. Push him down the staircase. You'll do everything in your power to resist this, partly to avoid the consequences, partly to prove this book wrong. But the terrible things he will say in that moment will be too much for you to handle. You'll pretend to cry, claim that you gave him a concussion, and you'll take all the blame. You won't. You hope things will get better. They won't. Whenever you feel helpless, just remember this book. You are special. You have a purpose that they don't. Hold on to that. And if it makes you feel any better, 16 years from now, Derek will be working at a dollar store. He still lives with his mom. Yeah, fuck you, Derek. Oh, poor Mr. Hartsook. What a weird name. Get a better name. The kids at school will steal your jacket. Purpose, so they will buy you a new one. Look in the bin on the corner of 3rd and Main. You'll find something that will get you through the winter. You'll be teased for wearing it by Michelle. You'll fight back, but it will only make things worse. Eventually, when you are able to contain your anger, take her aside and say the following to her. I'm sorry about your mom. Then give her a hug. She will push you away. She will look incredibly confused. Vulnerable. She will never tease you again. Nice. Erica, your best friend, will break her arm. Having read this, you will do everything in your power to prevent it. The actions you take to avoid this from happening will only make it so. This is the first time you will truly witness that your fate is already determined. It cannot be changed. Yeah, fuck you, little girl. Erica will blame you for the incident. Try not to take this to heart. You will soon discover that she isn't the friend you thought she was. Stay strong. You will find people who respect you for who you are very soon. You will take the night bus home. There will be only one other passenger on board. A scruffy-looking scruffy-looking kid with a black eye. His name is Jack Joyce. Remember his face. He's going to become important down the line. This is the one that will change you. An event will occur. Oh! How did I skip the date? September 11th, 2001. This is the one that will change you. An event will occur that will devastate the entire nation. An act of terrorism will cause the World Trade Centers to collapse. Thousands will die. I won't go into further detail because the more you know, the more painful it will become when you are unable to prevent it. And you will try. Oh God. You will try to prevent it. You will fail. You will curse this book for not telling you more. You will curse yourself for not being able to stop it. It will take a long time to get over this, but eventually you will use this pain to fuel your path forward. You've now felt what it is to be completely unprepared for what is coming. It won't happen again. Next time you will be ready. This is the event that will finally make you believe. Any doubt you had will disappear. You are ready to take on this mission. So what is coming? I guess this does also explain why Beth is just like immediately like, I'm gonna help you, Jack. Don't worry, I'm here for you. Just like I've worked this entire Monarch life that I'm gonna like just throw away for this because she did know. Cause time to break down. There's the fracture in time. The fracture is not stopped. The time itself will come to an end. Life on our planet will end. Saving the world wasn't an overstatement. It is your mission. You must stop the kind of sick are we talking here? I don't even remember what I said about sick. Pull this off. To do so, you need the following. Learn who to trust. Short answer, nobody. The less people know about you, the safer you will be. From this point forward, your mission takes priority over every other aspect of your life. Do not start a relationship of any kind that you aren't willing to leave behind at a moment's notice. There's one exception to this rule. We'll get to that. Know your enemy. Monarch Solutions. They will try to prevent you from achieving your goal or everything you can about them. Monarch is run by a man named Paul Serene. You must never be seen by Paul Serene. If he discovers you, then you will risk failing your mission. Learn everything you can about him. Remain hidden. Train daily. Study your target. Jack Joyce. He is the one person who can help you in your mission. He is the exception to Rule 1. You can trust him. Learn what you can about Jack. Study him from afar, but do not approach him directly. You aren't the only one watching him. Damn. On October 9th, we're rescuing Jack Joyce. Next steps will be themselves. Be patient with him. He's stubborn, reckless, naive. First, don't mistake grief for stupidity. Aww. Sense you. Over time, you will believe every word, but you will feel unprepared. You will wish that I had told you everything. I promise you that it was everything you really need to know to get you to where you need to be. I know this because I'm already there. Shut up, Toto. You're going to achieve amazing things. Signed, you.
Exactly the kind of question that never would have entered Will's mind while building this thing.
Of course.
Ah.
Don't expect to.
I wasn't supposed to go up there, was I? Fuck. Yeah, shut up.
No pressure.
Quick reset. Or not.
Okay. The console here's got 2 red lights, 1 green.
You have to reset the power to the 2 stations with the red lights before activating the green. Both stations are located above the machine. Just follow the radius to the red lights.
Above the machine. Perfect place for a recess switch, Will.
Okay, first red light is now green.
Why don't you let me use my powers here? Oh, I haven't read these yet. Oops. Empire. Promotion of modern solutions, lucrative investments, global expansion, employee recruitment, preparing for the future, ground zero buyout, CFR preparation, chronon tech development, militarization, the lifeboat protocol, end of time, time machine, core heist, core heist? Really? It's like, okay. We've seen that one already. Oh, Carlos is super dead. Fiona Miller. Hacker history of Williams Martin Hatch. Current loyalty unknown. Dick. Fantastic. Yeah, that's what I'm talking to. We don't have the actual authority, but we're relevant relationship with media and authority. Blah 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 blah. What? These things are just like in the middle of okay. Brooke showed up for the wife like we thought. Gibson intercepted him. Brooke wouldn't come quietly, so Gibson joined him, and well, Gibson's dead. Brooke strangled him with a power cord in full sight of half the hospital, so that kind of shit show over. You know, what the footage, but Gibson didn't have backup, so who knows how many people saw the fight or where they are now. Same goes for Brooke. He's in the wind, so is his wife. Just floating. Oh, okay. I can't read all that stuff anymore. Jesus Christ. Actually, I might read this one. I just realized I'm missing. I missed some of like the most recent messages, so I saw them out of order. My bad. Sealed because it's not the bed. It doesn't have strong walls and protected access points, but the outside environment is not the problem. It's the lack of the Meyer-Joyce field that enables time to exist that makes the outside hazardous. From a technical standpoint, the differences make the lifeboat's operating principles quite different, particularly with regards to maintenance. CO2 scrubber. Is that a Stargate reference? A traditional life support system can be repaired. For instance, a failure in the CO2 scrubbers would pose a significant threat, but with replacement parts and tools, properly trained occupants could easily repair the system before they would feel any ill effects. If it fails, everybody within its area of effect is immediately affected by the zero state and becomes frozen. Makes sense. Fail safes. Bandages. Oh, cool. Yeah. Spoilers becomes a non-issue. Anything stored outside the shutter-proofed area remains in perfect condition. That's a good point. That's really cool. Stored in medicine, volatile chemicals, and other similar articles far less of a problem than it otherwise would be. In fact, given the fact that the city of Riverport is vast compared to the relatively small number of people residing in the lifeboat, in theory, Monarch operatives could venture outside the lifeboat in chronon harnesses and actually enjoy freshly cooked meals simply by entering a restaurant and finding the ready-made dishes that have been prepared. Remove them from the zero state to a shutter-proofed area and enjoy them as hot and delicious as if they had been just prepared, which, in fact, they of course would be. To be clear, this is not a recommended activity, as it would be a foolish waste of resources to go after individual meals like that. The above scenario is mentioned here merely to illustrate the point. Even though the lifeboat has been designed to operate for decades of subjective time, it doesn't actually need provisions for that long. If the lifeboat's own reserves start to run low, a well-planned supply run to the city could easily result in a great deal of perfectly preserved supplies. Another advantage is that while the situation outside the lifeboat would be dire, people frozen in the zero state would not actually be dead. If a solution is found to the end of time scenario, everybody would resume their everyday lives, most likely with no awareness of time ever having stopped. However, it's hard to know the exact psychological impact of knowledge on lifeboat personnel will be. There's a real concern that the pressure of knowing that they have sole responsibility for the survival of the human race, and that there are billions of people outside the walls of the lifeboat, helpless and unaware, frozen eternally in that last moment, may prove to be crushing for some. On the other hand, knowing that their loved ones are actually not dead and may be saved, and are not in any distress or indeed even aware of the situation, may prove to be a powerful motivating factor that helps us eventually resolve the situation. Of course, the solution to the problem of a permanent zero state is not currently within our reach, and we expect that finding one will take subjective decades, if it is indeed possible. We can but try. It's worth noting that since the people outside lifeboat are indeed not dead, merely stopped, it should be possible for a team of personnel wearing chronon harnesses to exit the lifeboat, retrieve a person, and bring them into the lifeboat. However, I advise against adopting this practice for the occupants. That should forever remain a theoretical scenario. Any situation in which somebody is brought in from outside would cause undue stress on the occupants, who would at that point have to become acutely aware that their loved ones could be brought in. But since the lifeboat has limited space, this could never be allowed. That kind of psychological pressure would likely lead to friction and questions of favoritism and ultimately increase the risk of failure. That is weird. I think I'm still going. Yeah, I think you weren't the only one either. Man, I missed the dialogue. I'm actually really upset about that. Are you for fucking real? I don't feel like I'm getting close to a boss fight, so I do wonder how much is left. But also, I guess this has been going pretty slow on my side, so... Sure. Okay, video games.
Alright, all lights are green.
Hey, time travel. I like how we just left this black hole thing, just like that. Don't.
It's ready. It's actually functioning.
We're doing this. I'll set the data to the console.
I have missed one of
Yeah, here.
those.
date. Where is she? Where is she?
I had no choice. I couldn't let you take the countermeasure. It would put our entire plan at risk. I already called Monarch from the terminal. They're on their way. It's over.
Fuck!
We need the countermeasure to run the lifeboat.
So you caused the fracture, right?
I'm gonna follow through with the plan, tie her up, and get as far away from here as we can.
I will. You just take care of yourself, Jack. Okay?
What the frickin' heck, man? Like, she changed the timeline. Like, that did happen. Beth already went there. Also, I'm using time travel a second time. That's bad, right? Oh no, I didn't actually use time travel the first time. I just got exposed to the stuff. So what does that mean? Man, a couple people have used this thing, huh?
Your first journey back in time, 2010. This is where our notes get hazy.
You know how it ended.
Your goal when you arrived was to retrieve the countermeasure.
My goal had to wait. Because I was alone.
Has taken over a decade. Wow. Okay. Oh yeah, a decade. Years and years. Can't prove it. My business is a fraction of play against it. Take a bit of work. No.
Hey, Bobby Radford coming at you on 4th of July. And what a fine day it is, too. Things are looking up for Riverport. Don't believe me? Just look at that shiny new Monarch building going up. That's a big deal for this town. I know there's been complaints talking about how Monarch's tearing down making Riverport. So that's happening. It ain't all good. A huge corporation like that, you know, all about power and profit. But I say, hold on there. Put it in perspective. This town's been miserable for a long time. When our shipbuilding industry took that line last night, we hit one hell of a slump. A lot of people I know have been unemployed for years now. That's hard. But Monarch's here.
Monarch.
Change that big time. So they ain't perfect. So what? It beats the alternative. I want to be optimistic about this. It isn't wrong to have some hope for the future. I want to believe that this is capitalism working as intended, you know? The American way, you could say.
What's going on here? Since when did Will run a graffiti workshop? None of this crap was here in 2016.
It's 6 years, bro.
It's locked. I gotta check out that gunfire before I go anywhere else. What the? Someone's in here.
Is it Beth? She looks even more like Jessie.
Hey, 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 hey. What happened here?
This is it. There's a tournament. Jack?
Time travel is a little scary, ain't it?
Dr. Amaral sent me to the future. Fought for months trying to find a way to get back.
It wasn't the only one.
I followed him back. He set Williams' machine to 1999.
Oh shit! He got shot.
Possible exit.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
It's okay. Hey, it's okay. Ah, it's okay. Where are you?
Yeah, turning on a time machine, like, yeah, it is the same voice actor. Just she looks very young in the current version and looks more like Jessie in this version.
Why? Why didn't you come back?
We should get ready. We don't have much time.
But she's still doing art in, like, the future and shit. So, oh no, okay, so she puts that up.
She had changed. And there was a weight in her eyes. She was hiding something.
She always was. What exactly do you believe changed in Beth?
She lost hope.
Back in time. Here I am, back in time. I've already lived once before. Back in a time I've already lived once before. No idea how long I'll need to stay here. No idea what comes next. Well, it's a lot easier to live through 1999 to 2010 than later than that. This isn't how it was supposed to go. This wasn't the plan. If I'm going to come to terms with that, then I'm going to need to write it all down. There's nobody to tell this to but myself, so hello me. Again. This all started back in 2016. Jack and I kidnapped Dr. Amaral. We were supposed to use the time machine to travel back to 2010 and retrieve the countermeasure. I believe Dr. Amaral switched the date at the last moment. I heard Jack calling out, but it was too late. I was already inside. There was nothing to do but keep moving forward, and when I exited the corridor, I arrived in the one place I never thought possible, the end of time. My greatest fear was realized. I'm still trying to grasp what that means. My entire life has been devoted to stopping the fracture. What I saw wasn't proof that it couldn't be stopped. I can't believe that. There's a logic to all of this, a meaning. I just haven't found it yet. I'm not ready to write down details of the end of time. Not yet. Oh shit, this is a lot of reading. Whatever, let's do it. Time travel. This is like the interesting part of time travel. The essential part of the story is that I found a way back. I spent a long time trying to fix Williams' machine, but somebody beat me to it. Spent a long time trying to fix it. He said a course to the earliest... He said a course to the early... Spent a long time trying to fix Williams' machine, but somebody beat me to it. He set a course to the earliest time the machine could operate, the first time the core was activated, February 28th, 1999. I followed him through. That's when I found William, still alive, much younger than I had ever seen him. I warned him about the fracture. I told him that he was the only one who could create a solution. He begged me not to tell him anything else about the future. He said he couldn't stand living like that, being constantly aware of what will come to pass, his every action just part of the preordained dance. I wanted to tell him more, but I know how he felt. Yeah, poor thing. William agreed to do what must be done. He agreed to build the countermeasure. This whole time it was me who set him on that path. He says the machine doesn't have the sufficient chronon capacity to return me to the future. He says a jump that far would be nearly impossible, without a substantial scientific breakthrough. Apparently that hasn't happened yet. That's his way of saying I'm trapped in 1999, second time around. Time machine move, success. I worked with Will to get the time machine moved. Had to make sure Serene wouldn't be able to use it to his advantage, so we moved it to the one place I knew it would be safe, Bradbury Swimming Pool. Will spent a big chunk of his research grant buying the property. It's the one place I know for sure that Monarch won't find us. After all, they still weren't aware of it in 2016. That means this is my new home for the time being. Will refuses to build the countermeasure here. He says that it has to be done at his workshop. He chose that location to build the time machine for a reason. Something about abnormal chronon density, anomalies, whatever. Didn't seem to concern him that the very people we need to hide from know about his workshop. Probably doesn't help that he won't let me tell him who those people actually are. The guy's almost as stubborn as his brother. Now that the move is complete and Will is on his way, all I can do is wait. Not liking the idea of that. Keeping busy was the only thing that distracted me from the eerie nature of being trapped here. Guess I should look at the bright side. Second chance at having a killer Y2K party? September 5th, 1999. Little me! The most surreal experience. Her eyes looked so full of life, looking to the clouds, invulnerable to the world around her. She looked so full of life. She looked happy. It was me. I knew the day was coming. I knew that I had to go and see her and set her on her mission so that she would do what needed to be done, so that someday she would become, well, me. She was in the background, bright red duffel coat, playing. Simple pleasures. It's strange. I remember the small details so differently the first time around. When I was a child, that woman who came to see me seemed like an angel, a limitless source of wisdom, gifting me with a purpose. Now I was that woman. Trembling, a lump in my stomach, nervous as hell. It didn't matter. I knew she was too young to see those things on my face. I gave her the notebook. I told a small child to give up those simple pleasures to pursue a life that would bring nothing but pain and hardship. I promised her that it would all be worth it, that she would make a difference, that she would save the world. She believed me. January 1st, 2000. Epic Y2K party. Ate bagels with cream cheese and watched Buffy reruns in a drained swimming pool. Party on. September 11th, 2001. 9/11. I tried to stop it a second time. Oh damn. I warned them, told them exactly what was going to happen. Nothing changed. I came to terms with the fact that none of this could be changed as a child, but since then I've seen things that make me desperate to prove myself wrong. Desperate to believe that what I've seen cannot come to pass. I tried to stop the rise of Monarch. I tried to stop Paul Serene. Both versions of him. Every action was negated by the force of a timeline that cannot be bent or broken. I tried to stop a tragedy as well. Jack's parents' Christmas in 1999. I knew what happened to them. This time I was there. Car crashed exactly as it was supposed to. My presence only led it to happen as it always did. It's great how you can always just inject easy trauma and tragedy into any time machine story by saying, hey, I tried to stop it, but it's what made it happen! Ah! I went to the funeral. I watched Jack cry. I watched Will build up a wall around himself. I watched two brothers change forever in that moment, and I could do nothing about it. Now this. Fuck. Bait. May 22nd, 2002. They spotted me near Willing's workshop. Barely got out of there alive. After all this time, Serena's still obsessed with finding me. He won't give up until he does. Have to be more careful in the future. May 22nd. Okay, yeah. So a year later, talking about the end of time. Been having recurring nightmares about what I saw. I've been dreading doing this, but it's time. I have to write it out. It's the only way to move past it. In 2016, I entered the time machine, intending to travel back to 2010. That didn't happen. Dr. Amaral changed the date. When I exited the machine, I arrived at the end of time. The fracture had run its course. Time had stopped altogether. The entire world was frozen in one hanging moment. I was the only one still able to function, or so I thought. Then the shifters came. I could still hear them. Their sounds echo through my dreams. The entire world was still, except me. They really don't like movement. I'd stepped out of the time machine into the one thing I spent my entire life trying to prevent. The fracture was never fixed. I was living through the proof. The first hours were the hardest. I was living through a nightmare that I couldn't wake up from, surrounded by constant reminders that my mission would fail. Never able to stay in one place because the shifters were always searching, always hunting. I wasn't alone. I discovered the first evidence of this a few days in. I heard the shifters become agitated, but I was nowhere near them. They were following somebody else. Paul Serene, a younger Paul, scared, weak, vulnerable. He found me, tried to convince me that we needed to work together to help each other through. He found out very quickly that I wanted him dead. He had no training, no killer instinct, but he had those damn powers, and all I had was the Chronon harness. The end of the world, the only two people left, and we became sworn enemies. I can't be sure how long we spent there. So why didn't she get powers? Can't be sure how long we spent there. It could have been months, could have been years. When time doesn't move, it feels like an eternity. Our grip on reality slipped away, trapped in an endless loop of brutal survival. Though we were enemies, there was a strange bond formulated through that suffering. We've shared an experience that no other human has ever endured. Eventually, Paul managed to get William's time machine working. He was convinced that he needed to travel back to the earliest possible point in order to stop this all from happening. He had yet to learn that the past couldn't be changed. I followed him through the machine, but he escaped. He formed Monarch. He built an empire. I watched the birth of a monster. I can't escape the feeling that my actions helped shape what he became. Maybe I could have guided him. Maybe if I hadn't tried to hunt him down and kill him at the end of time. That can't be my part in all of this. There has to be more. I wake up in a cold sweat most nights. I hear the shifters coming. I can almost feel their presence. Much of my experience at the end of time has become a blur in my memory, but there's one detail that I can't shake. One detail that brings my entire mission into question. One detail that haunts me. 2021. February 3rd, 2005. Hobbies. 5 years until the countermeasure will be complete, I spend most of my days training. I don't know what happens once the device is finished, but being prepared is my specialty. I still wonder if Jack will follow the plan, if he'll emerge from that machine in 2010. Best not to think about it. I'm not giving up, but I can't let these thoughts consume me. I need to focus on the present, focus on what is in front of me. That's the mantra that keeps me going. Just focus on the present. So I decided to take on some hobbies, tried poetry, got depressed, dabbled with the guitar for a while, smashed it against the wall. Then I started experimenting with graffiti. Seems to be working out okay for me so far. It's fulfilling on a few different levels, partly as a form of self-expression, partly as a means of release, partly just to fuck with people. What happens when Joe analyzes some graffiti on a wall one day, builds an interpretation in his head, and then 3 years later his depiction of that image comes true? Not sure, but it's fun to think about. I can't change anything, but at least this gives me the illusion of some kind of power. That illusion is what keeps me holding on. Sometimes I leave anonymous notes in people's mail boxes telling them what will happen next week. I watch their reactions from afar. That's fantastic. Voyeurism and graffiti. That's my life these days. Focus on the present. October 8th, 2007. Jack. Daniel, Jack. I started watching him recently. I know Monarch is tracking him, so I keep my distance. I wasn't sure why I felt the need to follow him, to watch his life form from the outside, but now I think I understand. I met Jack in the wake of his brother's death, the onset of the fracture. Worst day of both our lives. Wait, I met Jack in the wake of his brother's... Oh! Okay. I met Jack in the wake of his brother's death, the onset of the fracture. Worst day of both of our lives. He was broken. That's the only Jack I ever knew. There's some kind of comfort in seeing him in happier times. I watched his band play a gig nearby. Atrociously bad, whiny emo music. Definitely a music movement I didn't need to live through a second time. But there was something pure about seeing him up there, letting it all out. He never had an easy life. It was nice to see that he found a way to release all that. He just looked happy. It made me forget everything else. The nightmares stopped for a while after that, so I kept following him. It gave me something else to focus on. I've spent most of my life hiding who I am, what I know. I knew Jack for less than 24 hours, but he's the only person I've opened up to about everything. I told him the truth. He believed me. I wish I could thank him for that. I'm not sure what I'm going to tell him if he comes through that machine on July 4th, 2010. What will he think when he sees me? 11 years will have passed. I look like I've aged 3 lifetimes since then, and for him it could only be a matter of minutes. What do I say? That I saw the end? That this might all be for nothing? I was the one who believed without question that we would stop the fracture, that confidence has now been replaced with insecurity, weakness. I fear letting him see that. I fear that he'll see see the doubt in my eyes. For years I felt invincible, full of hope. I'm not that woman anymore. I'm scared. December 11th, 2007. Memory. Tonight I painted something at the university campus. It was only after I was finished and took a step back to look at it that I realized. It was only after I was finished and took a step back to look at it that I realized I've seen it before, about a decade ago. Remains of something painted on a wall but washed away. It was a jolt. Is all of this futile? Nothing sticks. Nothing has changed. All of it washed away by the river of time. Fucking time travel. July 9th, 2008. I've been in contact with Will every 6 months or so. Short exchanges just to get an update on his progress building the countermeasure. He's still at least 2 years away from completion, but he's now confident that he knows how the countermeasure will work. He told me that the countermeasure will be able to reverse a fracture in time, but in order to do so, it must be activated early in the escalation of the fracture. Once the fracture runs its course, once the end of time is reached, he believes the countermeasure will be rendered ineffective. I asked him what it would mean if the end of time ever occurred. He said it would mean that the fracture was never stopped. It would mean that we failed. So she goes on like a 2-week bender. Everything I have done has been for nothing. Final entry. The day is here. It's a lot of plot stuff too. The day is here. Soon I will receive word that William has completed the countermeasure. I'm sure of it. I've come to accept that this doesn't mean we will succeed. I've come to accept that my mission was a lie. But I'm not giving up. Lie or not, I devoted my life to this cause. It gave me meaning. It's all that I've ever known. Even if I've seen the proof that it won't succeed, I'm not giving up. I will dedicate every ounce of courage I have left to see this through. I'll retrieve the countermeasure. I'll keep it safe until 2016. I will do everything in my power to activate it when the time comes. I will fail, but I will fail knowing that I did everything in my power to save the world. For years I hoped that this would be the day when I would see Jack again. I've given up that hope. This mission started with me alone. That's how it will end. This will be my final entry. Fucking... Something it wants me to interact with that I haven't interacted with yet.
So where's Will? Where's the countermeasure? That's where we go.
How many of those do I have now? Ooh, okay. Heck yeah, and I got 2 points. They call me 2 points. I need 2 more points. Yeah, I think the like unrelentless buzzing when like there's something nearby is pretty nice actually.
I should go see Beth.
There's something else I need to do because it's there. This is climbable. Wait. No, it's not? Why do I think this was climbable? Interesting. Okay. It said there was something. Ah. Ah. There needs to be more run button.
My supplies are upstairs. We need to get them. There's so much you don't know, that you never saw. Right? I gave up on the idea that you would ever know.
Obviously not putting too much bullcrap back there.
I need to know we're still in this together.
I told you once our fate is already laid out for us. I still believe that. More than ever. I'm just worried about it.
Means we finish this.
Think whatever you do. Let's start going. Everything else you can do.
That's a little drastic.
My time here is done, Jack. I have to erase my presence. Let me know when you're ready to go.
Sheesh. Oh, okay. So this is like boss fight. Got it.
Ready when you are, Jack.
Shut up.
Okay. Countermeasures at Will's workshop. We find it, then what?
Bring it back here. Use the machine and return to the future. Use it to stop the fracture. Was always the plan.
That is still the plan.
Yes.
Poor thing.
We followed Paul to 1999. Why did he travel so far back?
It's a fun moment. Here's what's coming.
You kept tabs on him.
And he's kept tabs on me.
2002 is the split. can't change it.
Don't. You still don't get it. It can't be changed. No matter what we do, the pieces fall in all of the exact same places. I've tried. Over and over.
You can't just sit back and do nothing.
You have to let go. Jack. You have to let go.
Then why don't you just follow Monarch's plan? They actually have a different plan.
The end of time. That is where she sent me. I was there. I've been fighting this fight my entire life, and I saw us fail. I saw where this leads. I just don't know anymore. I don't know if we can win this thing.
We'll die finding him.
Get into her goth makeup phase. Act 4, Part 4. I'm gonna get so much hard drive space back after I beat this game. Uh-oh. I think we found the end of time in the fracture. Oh, 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 oh.
No fraction of the hell that Beth went through. What she experienced
It's a thing.
at the time, how that changed her, like it changed Paul. Followed by 11 years of living like a ghost. Beth I'd known in ways were once. Miss Beth. She had doubts. You okay?
So 10 years will do to you.
The countermeasure. The one thing that could set things right was waiting for us at the workshop.
And like we already know this is ground zero for whatever event happens.
In 2010, Monarch didn't own the area yet. That came shortly after because of what happened with you. But we knew William was building something new in his workshop, and we knew it must be important. We were monitoring the place.
Yeah, Beth knew about your presence. She'd done spying on her own. We came over the rooftop to avoid detection. Does Will know we're coming?
No, he doesn't.
Ugh. Yeah, so he's also someone cursed with knowledge.
Whoops. Sorry.
From this point on, we're maybe in their sights. We need to be quick.
Well, that's foreshadow.
Hey, Will?
He's not here. I made sure of that.
What? Why? He's the only one that knows how to use the countermeasure.
Which is why he needs to be kept safe. In case things go wrong.
Fine. We get the device. Then you leave.
Sure.
Aww.
Now, where do we find this thing?
Will said he secured it inside a safe. Somewhere in the building.
Alright, well, where'd you hide that safe? 11 years. Building this thing was his life for 11 years.
Yeah.
Tesseract. Wait, whoa. Dodecahedron. That feels like it's a control, not reference, but like.
It's
Future Man.
It's wild now. Machine. Getting it. I wish I could destroy it, but I made it tell me as little as possible. All I know about what will happen when we're Superman. We're all puppets. I can take that for as long as I can tell the difference. You think she understood?
Excuse you.
Doesn't matter anyway. She told me the fracture is gonna happen because of what I did. It's
Man, jackets are so cool. Jackets always look cool.
fix it. We have to. I don't know how yet. I have to build a countermeasure of some kind. I know the theoretical mechanism of the field's collapse, but how to stop it, let alone reverse it. It'll take years of research. I have no idea how to do this. How to pay for it. I don't know. Wilders from the future. And she came to me. I have to assume that I was successful. Why else would she come to me?
Because you're the only one who knows.
He was planning on giving it to you.
And it was stolen before he had a chance. Which means this is the only way it can play out.
Wait, hold on, let me think about this. So, I thought he had it with him when they were there, but I thought he had it with him, but they said it was stolen way sooner than that. Or, oh, he thought oh, okay. He thought she had it. He knew it was taken, and he just kind of, he best assumed it was her, and it probably wasn't. It was probably Monarch. Really, stop. I'm thinking. Okay, yeah. So my theory is that there might be I want there to be a time duplicate of his brother, and he's alive somewhere in the future, and like there's a split timeline, and like they fix one of the timelines so that there's one dead timeline but one good timeline. That's what I'm hoping for. Lily. June 7th. The countermeasure is near completion. I should be celebrating. I should be excited. 11 years of work is coming to an end, but there's a weight on my mind. I can't shake it off. Jack came to see me. He found out that I sold our parents' house to continue funding my research. Understandably, he was furious. After all, the house was left to both of us. He doesn't understand the necessity of what I'm doing here. Talking turned to yelling, yelling turned to pushing. He told me it wasn't mine to sell. He told me he told me they were his parents too. He told me that I was a piece of shit. I was angry. I couldn't contain myself. And then I said it. I still don't believe the words came out of my mouth. Oh, dude. I told him that it was his fault. The car crash. I told him that he was to blame for everything we'd been through. I knew it was the one thing that could truly hurt him, and I used it. I can justify my actions as a result of months of fatigue, frustration, lack of sleep. It was wrong. I knew it as soon as I said it. He just stood there, devastated for what felt like minutes. I could see a wall building between us. He told me he's leaving this town. I'm leaving this town. I'm never coming back. That was 3 days ago. I haven't been able to reach him since. I can't sleep. I can't eat. I can't concentrate. I know the countermeasure will be finished soon, but that victory is a hollow one now. I spent 11 years building a device to save the world. The only thing that kept me going all this time was the fact that there was one person in this world that I needed to protect, no matter the cost. And I just lost him. Damn, my heartstrings.
Hey, River Boy. I'm pretty sure you won't be having a better time than I am.
Oh, it's smaller than I thought. Oh, I can use powers now. Independence from the timeline.
Let's see here.
Wait, it's in there? Oh, okay, hold on. Oh.
Shit. Locked out again. Where's the fail-safe switch? Follow the wire. Which one was it? Blue? Or was that the emergency shut? Shit. I knew I should have labeled the wiring.
Definitely.
Open systems.
Emergency shutdown initiated.
Shit. Ass. Fucking goddamn it. The wire, I know it.
Door's locked. Knowing Will, that's what the safe is.
Built a goddamn time machine, but I can't remember to keep a piece of shit door unlocked.
Lampshade, okay.
The power setup wasn't working, but it must have worked at some point.
There we go.
Maybe I can rewind time to get this working. The device wasn't there, but it must have been at one point. It was all there on the board. The details of his downward spiral. His work consumed him. Became some kind of desperate obsession. He was never the same.
Will's whiteboard. Call Jack on birthday. Apologize to Jack for not calling on birthday. June 2nd. Don't forget. Don't forget what? Thanksgiving. Remember. Pay electricity. Get electricity turned back on. Jack's birthday. June 2nd. Buy groceries. Give Beth update on status. Erase this. June 2nd. Apologize to Jack again. GMDR. What does this note mean? Buy whiteboard eraser. Ate with bank for loan. Shower first. Shower. Like, you really just have to be really quick with it. Just... Hold on. No. Okay, I guess so.
He didn't leave the code. But I can crack it. Just need some time to...
Somebody's here.
It's Monarch. I knew it. I knew they'd find us.
I'll take care of it. Just get that safe open. Stay inside.
Yeah. Okay.
These are just regular
You'd been
police people,
spotted
right?
the moment you arrived. You never had a chance. You were on a suicide mission.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna lie down and just give up without a fight. Not then, not ever.
This is Trojan 1 approaching workshop perimeter. Over.
Remember, orders are to take her alive. Monarch Actual's en route.
Roger.
deal with the Monarch threat.
Stop right there. Where's the girl?
Oh,
Hey,
okay,
hey,
coach.
hold on. Take it easy.
He's got a gun. Open fire.
Don't I have a thing to be able to do that twice? Okay, they have protection. Oh, look at these cars! 2007, 2010 is far.
HQ, we got a situation.
What's the sit rep?
She got backup. I don't know what it is.
Orders are to keep the mission quiet, tight. Can't afford unwanted attention.
He's fucking tearing us apart. Let's target.
Forklift operator.
Get around.
Wow, that was bad. Oh my God. I'm one short. How upsetting. Ah! Poop. I did miss an upgrade. Now. Oh wait, I have that. Oh, it's reduced cooldown. No, it's reduced cooldown. Okay. Time shield. Maximum focus. Jeez.
There we go.
Stop right there. Where's the girl?
Hey, 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 hold on. Take it easy.
He's got a gun. Open fire. The fuck was that? Shoot it. HQ, we got a situation.
What's the sit rep?
She got backup. I don't know what it is.
Orders are to keep the mission quiet, tight. Can't afford unwanted attention.
He's fucking tearing us apart.
I'm on my way. Hold.
Ooh, boss fight. Shit.
Get out of my way.
We'll go again. Exactly where we left off years ago.
Paul. Final boss time. Oh, you know what? I should have realized this was a boss fight.
Give me the device. Come with me. We can survive this together. You know it can't be stopped. I can see it in your eyes. You know this.
What if you're wrong?
We failed. We created Ground Zero. Caused everything to happen how it always did. Every piece falling into place.
Except the blast sent you through time. Brought you back to 2016. Same exact time in which you left. Something anchored you there. We need to know how you did this.
You think I wanted to come back? I was pulled away. Everything I came for was still back there. Left behind.
Is that why he actually got sick?
No, Beth. Beth. Come on, move. Beth, come on, get up. Please, Beth. Yeah, that's it. Get the gun. Come on, Beth, move. Come on, please. Beth, move. Oh. Don't do it. Don't.
I'm not wrong.
You can't.
Oh shit! I'm not
Serene
wrong.
had the countermeasure the whole time. I had to do
A rash decision. You claim Beth Wilder's death had no impact on her behavior, but
that. Like I said, I barely knew her.
A new hand touches the bacon.
so, what you did next? It wasn't personal?
No.
So he just walked his way in 2016. That fucking sign. They keep getting me with it. The Riverport Rex's sign. There's another act? Ah, shit. Okay. Control. Control!
I don't have much time left. I know.
Okay.
I spent 17 years working it out, planning it, building Monarch, because I knew what was coming, and I knew it couldn't be stopped. But what I've built is being turned against me. What is the point in saving them if I can't trust them?
Okay, so there is another act.
I'm slipping away to pain and rage.
Could try and do it.
The sickness is accelerating. CFR. It has cost me so much. But I have harnessed its power. And with it, my plan will work. With it, I will keep the lights on when the world goes dark.
Mr. Serene, sorry to disturb you, sir, but I have that cleaner report of Dr. Kim's lab report.
Meet me in my office, soldier. I'll be there when I seal the CFR chamber.
Okay, yeah, I'll probably just have to wait on that one then. I'm really tempted to do it tonight.
Lab explosion. Retreatments, all gone. First things first. Seal the chamber. Chronon field regulator. Williams' precious countermeasure. Need to keep it safe at all costs. The lifeboat depends on it.
Looks like Oscorp. Oh, I hate slow walking in video games.
CFR has been secured.
Mr. Serene, I'm in your office.
I'll be right there. Serene out. The soldier doesn't know how close to the end I am. I'm not afraid of death. I'm afraid of becoming the enemy. What that would mean for me, for the plan. Don't know who to trust anymore. Martin Hatch. He used me all these years. How deep does this betrayal run? How many more are there? We wanted the lifeboat to fail. Why? What's their agenda?
Sir?
I'm right with you, son. Report.
Sir, you ordered us to search the demolished lab. The treatments were destroyed. There was one left. The casing appears to be broken. It's only confined.
Paul Serene. Mr. Serene, I just heard that you ordered Martin
It's
Hatch.
right here.
Martin Hatch, Mr. Hart arrested. I understand that there appears to be damning evidence against him, but at the risk of offering my opinion where it's not wanted, I ask you to reconsider the situation. As Mr. Hatch has repeatedly said, there are people working against you within Monarch, and I believe he's right. I don't know who they are, obviously, but I believe that Mr. Hatch's attempts to expose them have made him a target. I'm sure that you can see what I mean. It seems very convenient that just as Mr. Hatch has been trying to convince you that there are people you can't trust within Monarch, your treatments are destroyed, and he is implicated. Looking at this from the POV of an actual traitor, I can't think of a better way to get rid of a threat. Strike against you and allay suspicion, all in one bold move. Obviously, sir, I trust your judgment, and you know I have the highest respect for you. I don't mean to second guess you. Still, I'm afraid that you are being manipulated. Martin Hatch is not your enemy. He ain't my friend.
My treatments. But it's damaged.
Sir? I didn't catch that.
Was it a trap? Another betrayal.
Oh. He reminds me of Paul from
Treatment will make me weak. Is that what they want? Can any of them be trusted?
Take Control. Dune?
Lifeboat. See it through to the end. I still have allies I can trust.
Look, you have to realize you're not going to keep me from getting to CFR.
He would fight to defend us, to slow Jack down. The plan could still work.
You have all betrayed me. Assured my downfall. Now, I will assure yours.
Chaos. It's falling apart. They're working against me. They're fighting each other. Charlie Wincott. Another weakling. Traitor siding with Jack. I can make them suffer. All of them.
Aww.
Sir.
Thank you. I'll be right down. Dismissed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you can play an unhinged villain if you really want to, but I don't. Tempting. Some of those other, like, I'm a little curious at the other routes.
I feel more clear-headed, calmer, but it won't last. I need to work fast while I still can. Bradbury swimming pool.
Damn. Oh, cool. That makes me feel better. 70's a lot.
What about my treatments?
The treatments! The treatments!
Come to see me, my friend. It's time for you to obey orders. To return to the information.
What was trouble with is who got them into Kim's lab. She paid a visit minutes before the explosion.
Sophia's loyal. If the fracture's happening now, I owe this to her.
Holden Caulfield.
So I have some information about one hatch.
Immediately. Apprehend him. Ugh. Oh, are these people under him? Out of handcuffs? Yep. Nice try, though. Wait, are they dead? Oh, I thought they would just be working for him. Oh, oh, he's dangerous. So who is he? You suck, lady.
Where's Paul? I need to speak with him.
Right this way.
You initiated it. Paul, have you taken your treatments? You can't go on without them. You need to come to me. You need to get me started. We need you.
Just go on. Commander Pierce, shot. I need to get to the swimming hall.
Which swimming hall, sir? There's like 3 that are open right now. I want to go to one that's closed. There's a lot that are closed. I mean, closed for a long time. Oh, look, it's Charlie, this douche. Casper, darling? How big is this list? Do you think they'll really not notice?
You know. Fiona? Come on. Come on, pick up. Pick up.
Beth, I don't know if you can hear this, but it's Fiona. I need your help. Do you copy?
She don't.
Beth, it's Fiona. Do you copy? Beth, it didn't work. I'm sorry. I couldn't find the protocol.
Overacting much? Hawk!
Fiona Miller?
Copy.
Yes, you're speaking.
Jack Joyce.
Beth told me you were working on it.
Might be the only hour I have left.
What happened?
Serene,
There wasn't anything I could do, but Fiona, there is something we can do now. I need to find something Will called the countermeasure. It's well-sided, small, metallic, like a soccer ball.
The CFR.
The what?
The chronon field regulator. That is the countermeasure.
And it can fix the fracture.
Yeah, man, you really don't, like, you don't want to be on the list. You don't actually care about being in the lifeboat because allegedly they'll fix time and you can just continue living. But I guess if they don't fix time, then... Buddy. Good boy. I'm trying to decide if any of this reminds me of the Federal Bureau of Control, but probably not. Again, the music is really overselling it for what is a garage with some tarp. But man, they really buffed the tarp budget on this one, huh? Definitely enough people for no one to notice his name.
We need to talk. Look, I was wrong. Okay? Jack Joyce. He can use the CFR to fix the fracture. We need to get it to him.
CFR is what's powering this place right now.
spoke to Jack Joyce and he needs it.
He said he needs it, so.
If you let Joyce use the CFR,
So this is the last episode, but there's actually one more chapter, so I'll probably have to finish that Monday.
that's what you wanted
These
in the
people,
first place.
these people, this is Monarch, okay? They're the ones that got us into this. Do you think they give a shit about any of us?
I don't even realize what you're asking.
So, what's the plan once we get to Monarch?
We need to find a way out of the lifeboat.
Do it. Make it stop.
Sir. Sir. We have Burke. He's trying to break into Monarch. Come on.
Jesus. Again, I wasn't expecting shooting, and that scared me. Very pregnant
Jack,
wife.
we know where this
I don't know
is.
how pregnant she is. Probably not that pregnant.
Jack, it's Charlie. Listen, it's at the top of the Monarch Tower. So you gotta follow my instructions exactly. Jack. Jack?
Jack. Jack.
No, stop.
Jack.
No. Look. That area up there is insanely secure. He's not gonna be able to get in. Hey, wait! Wait.
I need to finish this.
I know, but I'm the one that should go. The CFR defenses. There's no way he's gonna be able to get past them alone. I'm the only one. I mean, we belong down here. You actually would be useful. I'm dead weight. Just, I'm a glorified locksmith. Why don't you let somebody else be the hero? Okay, tough chick?
That actually is believable, just because he thought like he would only survive if he got on the lifeboat. Then he realizing that like that's not the way that that's not the living. The living is where they fix it.
Hey, Charlie.
I would do the same thing. I would say, fuck that.
You're
Wake me
okay,
up when you wake it up.
I know.
Okay, you're not Han Solo, buddy. He doesn't get a get out of jail free card for that, lady. I love video games. I don't mind shooting in video games. I don't need this. It's a lot of just like shooting people and breaking their necks in front of your pregnant wife.
Do you know who I am?
We met.
You're one of Monarch's elite. The one they tell me is a traitor.
I'm not a traitor.
I know what you want. You're protecting what's yours. I want to protect what's mine. We're the same now. And I need your help. You need mine. You're looking for the lifeboat. Isn't that right? And you know what we're facing. I have a team down there. They will fix the fracture. Time will go on. Not as the CFR is unprotected. CFR. It's our key. It's what makes the lifeboat possible. Powers it. My enemies want it destroyed. You can keep it safe. And when this is over, your wife, she'll be waiting for you. So I could take her with me. She'll survive.
What is he talking?
Just think of what happens if we're down there unprotected.
Shut up, honey. Let me make a decision for
None of
us.
us are saved.
That man is scary as fuck. Please don't ask me to do this.
I'll find you when it's over.
It's interesting. So they set it up in a way that like I could be fighting against Liam or fighting against
Top of Monarch.
Charlie.
Find the CFR and striker suit. That's all you'll need. What your husband's doing for you. It's admirable.
Somebody please tell me what the fuck is going on.
None of us ever know who we are.
Basement fun.
My friends, we've changed things. The world, the universe. We're the first beings powerful enough to undo the very fabric that we're part of. Now, we must believe that we are powerful enough to set things straight again.
That's a good speech.
We've all made sacrifices. We have all made sacrifices. But we're not just here to work for ourselves. We're here for our families, for mankind. To change history.
To not
Make
change history.
Right here, right now. I have some other matters to attend to, so I will not be with you. But I know that you will succeed.
Namaste. Out am I? I always tend to check how much time is left, right at about that much.
Joyce, CFR defenses are down. It's all you. You're good to go.
Step the fuck away from there!
I can't, Liam!
Get the fuck away!
Mark!
Get away!
Joyce needs it.
Joyce?
Joyce can fix the fracture, Liam.
You need to get the fuck out of here, Charlie.
I'm not moving.
Get out of here!
I'm not moving, so you're gonna have to kill me. Once and for all. You're gonna have to fucking kill me. Because right now, Liam, I'm thinking about more than myself.
Ooh.
Joyce, you'll find out. But I have faith in Fiona. And she believes in Joyce. So I got you. This way, you saved your life. We fix the fracture, it saves us all. Go ahead. Go ahead and kill me. It's not gonna make a fucking difference. But if you kill Joyce, then we got...
That's not what I was fucking expecting. Whoa.
They're off. This world, you know, this world is ending. One world's end is merely another's beginning. My world will be a renewal. My world will see balance.
He needed another. That's why he needed another eye. He needed an eye to replace that one, so he took Odin's eye. But, like, also why? You're gonna have your own world, bro? Okay, so they're just setting him up to be a future villain, is what I think then. Just someday he'll be... I can't wait to kill this guy thinking he's a random grunt, or is he gonna have like a health bar? Striker team, Liam Burke. Alrighty. I am... Tomorrow's Thursday. No, I'm very tempted, but I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna finish this on Monday. I'm gonna have to think about this all weekend and with the plot and whatever. And... Dang, dude. Oh well. Something to look forward to in the future. So we'll finish up Quantum Break on Monday, actually, and we're over that hump day. So everyone have a good rest of their weekend and rest of their weekend. It's almost the weekend. Yay! Frogs are gone.